Welcome to today's live learning. We're going to talk about how to transmute your inner war to inner peace. I'm Peggy O'Neill. I'm the founder of this Facebook group, and if you're watching it on YouTube, when we move these sessions over to YouTube the following week. So welcome to the founder of Answering the Call. And what is that? What that means is answering the call is answering that longing, that sense there must be something more to life. There seems like there's something missing. Am I really doing and living what I'm here to do and live? That's what we're all about here. Filling that what seems to be a hole in many people's chests. That's what it was for me a long time ago. This empty feeling of something's missing. And then usually it's twofold. One is the first thing that we discover is that, we're one with everything. And we don't just discover it. We start experiencing it and lining up our lives with that knowing. And that often includes a question, okay, well then how do I really want to express that in my life? Is there some way to contribute that in the world that's unique to me? Which the answer is yes. And sometimes it's not always a doing. It might be something with you're already doing, but a way of expressing it. So that's what we're about here with Answering the Call and with all of the work that I do. So today specifically, so how do you transmute that inner war to inner peace? If you're here live, please say hi. If you're here live. If you're watching this on replay, please put in #replay. If you have any questions or comments at any time, let me know and I will get back to you. All right, so we're going to explore what is an inner war. How does that impact your life and those around you? Who would you be without the war? And how to return to the peace that you are. So, what is an inner war? It's when we feel out of alignment. So it could be that hole in our chest that seems like that empty feeling that often it's in the chest area we feel empty. Could be conflict, like we're conflicted about go here, go there in our lives. Could be a conflict in a relationship, that you love someone and yet you don't feel love right then, that you feel anger or hatred. That's an inner war. Could be that you've been saying you're going to clean out your garage for 20 years and you never have done it. But every day there's that conflict. There's that you judge yourself. You judge yourself about it. It's not just a circumstance that's there, but it's a judgment, and maybe shaming and blaming come along. So inner war is anything that causes us to experience suffering, to experience that we don't belong, to experience a psychological judgment around something, like I'm not good enough, that I don't know how to live my life. So many things are those inner wars. So how does that impact your life and those around you? Well, we know from our own experience that it produces stress. Then we focus a lot on our thoughts and our emotions. Those keep us focused on our thoughts and emotions. So it actually is counterproductive to what we really want. We want that inner peace. But as long as we're focused on our thoughts and our emotions, it's not going to happen. And by focused on our thoughts and emotions, I mean they get our attention and we get caught up in the stories about the emotions, the stories that the thoughts are telling us. And that keeps up that inner war, that inner conflict. And so then it keeps us from knowing who we truly are and how we want to live and how we want to express ourselves. And again, with our bodies, creates stress, and then makes it difficult for us to connect deeply with people, to communicate deeply with people, to feel comfortable and safe and a sense of belonging with other people. And how does it impact those around us? Well, even if we're trying to hide it, even if we're trying to pretend, trying to be happy, trying to act like we're happy, trying to be open with other people, there's a sense of a disconnect. For many years, I felt like I had this almost like plexiglass screen over my heart. It was like I could not connect with people. It was so hard for me to feel like I was deeply connecting with someone. So it impacts them. Then they feel a disconnect from me, not quite like something's off there. And of course, if the conflict involves with myself, shaming and blaming, then I'm always going to be feeling less than with other people. And they're going to see me that way because they are going to mirror for us how we see ourselves, how we see them. They're going to experience a bit of a war with themselves when they're with us. So it impacts us a great deal, and it impacts other people, even if they don't realize it. Most people are, because they're also focused on their thoughts and their feelings and their stories and their activities. They may not really sense this, but over time, as we become more able to be present, fully present and open, then we sense it with other people. Of course, as we become more present and open with other people, we're more compassionate around that. But for other people that they're not aware of it, it just feels like something's off in the relationship or with the person, or and so they get uncomfortable and maybe want to leave. So who would you be without the war? Without the war, you'd be who you truly are, which is the one being that you are: awareness, source, infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, spirit. The religious name is God's infinite being. You'd experience that oneness with everything and with yourself and with everyone. And when we're knowing that and experiencing that as our true nature, then we're much more available in life, for life to flow freely through us, for us to be with people in that open, free, loving space, more available to let nature, source, creativity take us over and guide us. It's doing that actually anyway, but it's being filtered through all of our thinking and feelings. So it's pretty kind of, it's so our life aligns with our thoughts and our feelings. But what's possible is when we know who we truly are and don't have this war within so much, then again, we're much more available to experience and see the love and the peace and the beauty and the joy that's right there that we can't see when we're at war within ourselves. And then how do you return to the peace that you are? Well, I've already said this quite a few times during this our brief time together, but you return to it by when you notice that you're at war with yourself, that you're uncomfortable with life or yourself, or you're judging yourself, or you're paying attention to your thoughts, you're getting caught up in your emotions or the stories about your emotion. You notice that, and then you go, oh, what is it that is experiencing this? Where is the source of this? I don't mean a psychological source, but where you really sit, and where does this take you? These emotions and thoughts take you. So where is this I that is experiencing this? Or what is experiencing this? That will take you there as well. It may take some practice. If you want to talk about that, please message me. We can set up a chat, a no sales call chat, because my what I'm up to is helping us know who we truly are, because that will support us in the possibility of living our own lives in a peaceful way, but also supporting everybody in our world in being a peaceful world. So the more that we're available to live as that, then the more consciousness, if you will, can create that in the world. So it's not up to us. So I'm not saying I have a goal for world peace. What I am up to is to help us know who we truly are, so that we're all experiencing more peace and love and fulfillment in our lives, and then we're more able to express that and be that, and then it's more possible for us to create that kind of world, or for that world to be created. That's a better way to put that. So we return to it by noticing when we're caught up in our thoughts and emotions, asking self, it's a self-inquiry. What is it that is experiencing this? And then we can also just relax the focus of attention from thoughts and emotions. Notice, oh, I'm paying attention to my thoughts, getting all caught up in my emotions. Relax my attention from that. Again, at the beginning, or if you're really caught up in a situation where you're really emotionally distraught about it, it can take a while, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hours, but to keep returning and relax the focus of attention, and you will get back to the peace that you are. All right, so I'm going to see if I have any comments or questions. None right now. So to recap, what's an inner war? Part of it is not knowing who you truly are. We're going to always be at war with ourselves if we don't realize that we're the one being. And I don't mean intellectually. A lot of people get it intellectually. Oh, we're all one. We're all one. But it's the knowing of it in experience. So what's the inner war? So when we're doubting ourselves, there's conflict within, stress, judgment, shame, blame. We don't know what we're here to do. We feel out of alignment. We just feel that being out of alignment. Any of that is at war with ourselves. Or we have an ongoing issue in our lives that we keep ignoring or keep bringing up, and then we judge ourselves about it. Like, I've been planning to lose 30 pounds for 30 years and I haven't done it yet. That's an inner war because you feel bad about it. You feel guilty about it. And it impacts your life. Again, stress. Then we also tend to keep that in place because we're resisting it. We don't like it. We're at war with it. So it keeps it there. Paradoxically, I know, go figure, but that's how life works because that's where our energy is. That's where our focus is. So it keeps it in place. That impacts those around us because they sense it. They sense it. And of course, our ability to fully and freely be there with other people, it impacts the relationship and their ability to be with us in a free and open way. Who would you be without the war is the one being that you are. And how humans talk about the experience of that is more peace, love, happiness, freedom, aliveness, meaning, purpose. And then we're able to express that and live that in the world. And then how to return to the peace that you are when you notice you're caught up. You will be. When you're caught up in your thoughts and emotions, then you relax the focus of attention from those, and or you ask yourself, what is it that's experiencing this? What is it that's focusing on all of this? That's a self-inquiry question. So you're turning around and looking. What is this that's experiencing all of this war within? And then the more you do that, the more it becomes clear to you that who you truly are is this open space of awareness. I'll look one more time to see if we have any questions or comments. And there are none. So thank you so much for exploring this topic with us today. And I look forward to seeing you again next time.